Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that's being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out a tabletop role-playing games project, the fourth most popular project on all of games right now. That is Vaesen RPG, Mythic Britain and Ireland. Face the mythic creatures of Britain and Ireland in this expansion to the multiple ... So, I like what they're doing here. Immediately mentioning to me that this is a huge world. This is an expansion to an already pre-existing product. And so that gets me a little bit excited knowing that. I think they did a great job spotlighting the artwork here. I feel like funded in 6 minutes, it sucks. Like, I feel like we can put something there that's more useful, more exciting. Like, I know you're funded. We know how this whole system works. There's a bar here. I get it. What else could you convey to me here? If there's stretch goals, I would much rather know about that. A price point would be great. You know, little details like that. Face the mythic creatures, Nordic horror role-playing. So he's already raised $500,000. Wow, so that's spectacular. So as always, when we go to the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. In a green and pleasant land, on the windswept highlands, in the forests of Avalon, they stir. And wait. For you. Okay. What? Two books. Awesome. Yeah, I know. Okay. Interesting. I've seen much better, I think, tabletop role-playing games that get me more excited about being immersed into their worlds. But then again, I don't think this one did a bad one. Like, and I think it's really artwork is what they seem to be leaning on very heavily to me here. It's just like we're just showing this one shot of this crazy thing, and then this thing. Which okay, and now I start to see, because I'm always like, when I see a video like that, and I say, okay, that looks okay. I don't feel like that necessarily looks like a $500,000 product video. I start to wonder, okay, what else are they doing very, very well? And so I see this 28 created, 25 backed. They are Kickstarter, they are old hats. So that's awesome. Free League Publishing, that means if they've done their customer service well, if they've made great products, what that means is they're just going to have tons of people that come in launch day every time and bump this thing up high on the popularity chart so other people can find it. And so here we saw our game portfolio includes the recently released Twilight 2000, Alien RPG, Gold Ennie for Best Game, winner of 3 Ennie Awards, Mork Borg, I know that's a big deal, winner of the Ennie Awards 2020. And so this, I feel like, is exactly what you should be doing in this area right here, by the way. I see a lot of people do a lot of different things. This, and you might not necessarily have this pedigree, but just highlighting what can you do? Like, can you do it? It's like, yeah, I feel 100% confident. Now I'll go check previous projects. No collaborators. That makes me concerned on the customer service front. We'll see how the updates and comments section is. So Forbidden Lands, yeah, I remember this being a big thing. So 4,300, 4,396. Yeah, this was the one. Oh my God, that video. That was such a well done one. 16,000. So the can you do it? I feel like we're good from here. I don't need to do all the digging that I typically do because this looks like a top-notch thing. Actually, let's see. Let's see how quick let's just poke into one and see how it's going. Updates. Fulfillment update. A quick update on the fulfillment situation. The container from China to the U.S. with the starter set. LM Dice Scream has arrived at the Indianapolis hub. This is some top-notch customer service. They're telling us all this stuff here. Awesome. And this is just... So they're keeping their people updated. Excellent. Excellent. This looks like a well-oiled machine here. Can you do it? Check plus. Love it. Do I want it? I like the artwork. I don't feel like I'm mystified yet. I need to know more. Leave the mythic and set sail for the mist-shrouded isles of Mythic Britain Ireland. Explore the fog-shrouded streets of London. Discover the secrets of Rose House and the British Society. Discover the islands and walk the moors in search of long-lost tales and ancient remnants. That's fun. This book provides a new setting for the Emmy Award-winning Vaesen Nordic horror role-playing. And bada boom, there we go. That's what all the hubbub is about. It is because this just has a hell of a pedigree, both from the company and from what it's based out of. So I get it now. And you can get an alpha PDF of the book before Christmas, right after the Kickstarter ends. Wow. You know what? I always say this. I feel like more companies should spotlight the holidays. Like, if you can get something out before the holidays, mention that. And a lot of times people say, like, well, with all the shipping updates and stuff, like, but I say, yeah, but still, if you can actually pull it off, like, that's a big thing. I would be excited to have this before Christmas if I was a role player, I think. Even if it is in a PDF, on my iPad or whatever. But that's not all. This game also includes Season of Mysteries, a book with 4 new spine-tingling cases for the game, written for use in the Mythic North. Each mystery also contains advice so they can be used in Mythic Britain and Ireland as well. Wow, this is some really spectacular information that I wish was better conveyed in the video. Like, don't make me read it. I feel like this could have easily have been, like, interweaved into the story you were telling in the video. And it wasn't. I think it would have been just easier. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that video, I don't think. Just the over-focus on just artwork. And, here we are. We're here on Kickstarter, sort of thing. These 2 books expand Vaesen Nordic horror role-playing to new horizons and will produce the same high quality. And it goes to what I'm saying. With a project like this, you have to decide, am I trying to appeal more to just the main fan base, or am I trying to appeal more to everyone? Because I know the main fan base is just going to come because we've won Ennies. And I feel like they went this way. Granted, honestly, if you're a fan of this series, let me know what you thought about that video. I just didn't find it impressive at all. It's just like, hey, here's artwork and text. Cool. Some of the artwork's moving. Svenska, Mythic Britain and Iceland slaps Bara. Okay, that was we just went to a different language there. Early pledge bonus. If you pledge within 24 hours of the launch. Okay, so here's the thing. Cool. I've not done this, so can we get rid of this? This be gone? Like, it is no longer relevant to me. Content warning. The old folk tales often express dark and mature themes, and thus, okay, whatevers. Mythic Britain Ireland. In this book, you'll find a complete guide to the supernatural British Isles and Ireland, including the great city of London, the countryside beyond, the 4 nations that occupy the islands, England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland. Holy crap! This is the kind of information I want in that video! Like, I want to know that I'm going to be exploring these spectacular locations. You're just like, on that hill. There's like, oh, there's a scary thing, and in the sand. Oh, another weird thing. And it's like this. There could have been so much more information conveyed, I think. National and regional differences are further complicated by conflicts between the declining nobility and the rising industrial class, between the wealthy employers and the struggling workers, between the native town folks and the new arrivals, and between the mortal and supernatural world. This sounds like an interesting and immersive world that I would love to take a dive in, and I don't even roleplay. This is what I want out of a video. That, right there, tell me all this about this game, and boom, I'm like, this looks amazing. And so, yeah, that makes me kind of spotlight more of why I don't like the video, I guess. Contents. Information about the British Society, its founders and headquarters, a get a center of the sprawling city of London, complete with an adventurous location. So now you're telling me all the different things in the books. A chapter detailing a number of mythical beings Vaesen with stats, background information, story seeds, and various old mega mystery, which takes the player character Gloucestershire to investigate a slew of gruesome killings and discover an ancient evil. These are one-off scenarios. I even know this and I don't roleplay. That sounds really cool. A mystery wherein, space it, in the characters travel to Wales in a mind stricken with strange misfortune. The Hampstead Group, a mystery in the heart of London where the characters are invited to. Yeah, this sounds great. Like, this is all great. Oh, and then another book. Oh my gosh. So I was already excited about the first book. In this case, book, we set 4 brand new mysteries spanning 4 seasons across the mythic spot, and somewhere in format and scope to our previous book, a wicked thing of stuff. So 4 different separate stories. Like, I'm assuming they're big, long. How long do they take? I'd love to know that. But either way, I'm excited. What is Vaesen? So now we're talking about the original thing, which won all the awards. Vaesen. Welcome to the Mythic North. A land where so here's how I would envision the video, I think, was, hey, Vaesen was awesome. It lets you do this. And you keep that short. Less than 30 seconds, I think. And then you say, but now, 2 more books to expand the world. And then you dump like that 2 paragraphs You condense that down into information, into bite-sized chunks. You maybe got a narrator telling me, you're interweaving different things, some artwork here and there, but you're telling me about that, and boom, I'm all in. I want all 3 of the books. I want all 3 of the books, because I imagine that's probably going to be the pledge level that you want me to get. I might be wrong, but we'll see. Vaesen Nordic horror role-playing is based on the works of the acclaimed artist and author Johan Ekregens, hopefully I pronounced that, presents a dark gothic steeped in Nordic folklore and old myths of Scandinavia. The game mechanics use an adapted version of the award-winning Year Zero system. The game was released in 2020, was awarded Best RPG, People's Choice at the UK Games Expo, and won 3 gold Ennies. Awesome. Cool. So that's what I want to know. There's people, great, whatever. I'd like to know the prices. Oh, God! It hurts! So, let's go back to that main image that I absolutely was not a fan of. One aspect. Actually, I loved everything about it except for this terrible misuse of space. You're telling me you've hit... Oh my God, stop it. You've hit 20 stretch goals unlocked, and you think it's more important to put on the front, funded in 6 minutes? That's, like, seriously, take a pause for a second. Which do you think is going to get more people to click on your project? It is, no one's like, oh man, this is funded in 6 minutes. I gotta go check that out. No, everything gets funded. Not everything, but a lot of things get funded in a stupidly short amount of time because people abuse the system. But I'm just saying it doesn't move the needle. Stretch goals move the needle. I also think the stretch goals should be higher as well. But then again, I still haven't seen the pledges, which annoys me. Like, why can't I know the price? Because once again, 3 things I gotta convince Kickstarter backers. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And right now, I don't like the organization. Hardcover books unlocked. This could use pictures. Pictures would be so good. Like, go look at some popular board game stretch goals. Like, just tabletop games, their stretch goals, how they do it, long, sexy scrolling, pictures of everything. Let me see it. Setting map. Wow, boy howdy. You know what? I would love to see what that looks like. Sure would. It's probably buried somewhere in an update. Cool. I don't want to find it. Book ribbon marker. Great. What's it look like? Extra Vasen Pixie. Awesome. I'd love to know something about this. The location, anything. Even if the artwork is in process, like, what is this going to add to the book? Is this a page? Is this a paragraph? What is it? I don't know. Socialite. Unlock. Cool. I think that's an arts type. Great. I'd love to know more about that. That sounds fantastic. That sounds interesting to me. That sounds to me like a whole, like I'm going to get immersed in a whole different level of this game that I might not see otherwise if I played a different character. That sounds fun. Celebrity encounters. Great. Cool. Amazing. The Wild Hunt. Great. I don't even know I don't soundtrack. Oh, we get a puka? Great. Entertainer unlocked. Burial mounds. See, this could be such a fun stretch goal area, and instead it's just a, I don't know what any of this crap is. I guess I'll just skip it. And that's not the feeling anyone should get from a stretch goal area. It should be a fun, magical journey that adds extra value to your price. It's like, this game seemed expensive at $40. I see all these stretch goals. I say, okay, I get it. You know? And I still don't even know the price. So, hate the stretch goal area. Stretch goal area is a full grade drop for me. Letter grade. Because once again, I'm not grading I'm not grading the actual game itself. Because I've never played it. I'm grading the Kickstarter project and how I think it's presented. And this is not a fun, like, it's just like this. Like, ugh. None of this stuff. Stretch goal, hardcover books. And now you're going to, now we're just going to list them all. We will print both Mythic Britain Ireland with both in top quality hardcover covers. Okay, that one is pretty self-explanatory. How about just showing me what one of your books that's in a hardcover looks like? Like, look at the picture. Hey, this is what it look like. Cool. Or like, show one that isn't in a hardcover book, and then show one that is, or something like that. I don't know, but convey something. Setting map, unlock a double-sided, full-color print of Francesca Perrault's magnificent map of Mythic Britain Ireland. This physical stretch goal will be included in all printed rewards with... So, look at this, like, imagine... So I see, oh, cool, hardcover book, and then I see the second one. It's like, oh, I unlocked a full map, and I get to see part of the map, and I'm like, oh, that looks so cool and exciting. And instead I get nothing. Like, oh, neato, and then a description saying, hey, here's the thing. Pictures are great. You overuse pictures, I think, in your video, and you're underusing pictures in your story. Book ribbon, marker unlocked. A handy book ribbon marker. Great. That is great, but it's like, what color? What is it? Is it fancy? Does it have a name on it? Does it say Vaesen? Like, what? Okay. We will add the iconic pixie as a Vaesen to the mythical Britain. Cool. Great, I would love to see that. A section with famous personalities of the 19th century will be added. This is so cool! This is so cool. Just imagine if you had a little picture there with those people, their heads popped up, and you're like, oh, you can meet celebrities from the time. That's really awesome. And yet, yeah. Like, at this point, I was like, okay, I just want the price. I love stretch goals. Stretch goals is one of my favorite parts of doing this entire segment. And they're like, whatevs. Because I just want the price. I still don't even know the price. Add-ons. You're going to tell me about the add-ons first, but you're not going to tell me the price. And yes, I know I can go over here to the right side and I can easily click it and find it. But if you're on mobile, that's an extra click that you're making people do, and you should do that. Like, these are your customers. It should every piece of information about your project should be in your store. I should be able to know about your prices, your shipping, everything, I do believe. And that's just... So when I have issues finding things, especially when it's the 3 pillars, the only 3 things that matter, you got to convince backers. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And I can't find out how much it is easily on here. Shipping. You complete your pledge with extra copies of the Mythic Britain Ireland for additional Vasen products and other free RPGs, all at discounted prices. When you select, why? So this is so ugly. This is terrible. No, I hate this. Like, this is great. Don't get me wrong. But, like, why not have, like, pictures of the other items? So I say, ooh, I've always wanted that. Oh, I've seen that. Ooh, I kind of want this one. Like, this should be a fun shopping area. Your stretch goal area should be a fun area. And they're not. Like, yeah, they're, you can check them out later. Go look at them over our web shop. That's the other thing. Like, you're sending people off Kickstarter. Listen, I just don't like it. The digital stretch goal will be in English, that's stretch goal. Shipping. We'll be charging shipping after the Kickstarter concludes based on the actual cost incurred to ship your particular pledges and choices of add-ons. We will collect this via our pledge manager after the campaign ends. This is so we can be fair to all our backers, as shipping is rarely one size fits all. Here's a list of rough shipping. And, they did convert the currencies. Love that. $12 to $14. Okay, I'm getting a big hardcover book. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's good shipping, but I don't think it's terrible shipping. I don't bat an eye. Unfortunately, import laws and customs in some specific countries have made it impossible for us to ship to them. Get bent, Kazakhstan. Retailers look here. Free League Publishing is a Swedish game content. Oh, that's about you. Great, you did stuff. I feel comfortable there. Can you do it? Was a check plus. Remember, everything else was good. Like, we were in. That was the best thing I've seen so far. It's your pedigree. All right. So, you're making me go over here to get prices, which is super annoying because I love when I have to go to a place and ask to figure out the prices. Tip jar. 76 people. On the fence, cool, but you gave him $1. Like, I always think having $1 pledge level is just a good idea. Double feature. Mythic Britain and Ireland season. So it's $33. This is terrible. Like this. Oh wait, is this digital? This is just digital. Okay. So, but I do love the fact that they're converting the currencies. That is really, really nice. Excellent. Because most people probably from the United States of America. Yep. 2,721. UK, Sweden. But these are good numbers here. That's good numbers. So I love the fact they're doing that. The PDF unlocks stretch goals, unlocks digital stretch goals. So they did that. They know what they're doing. And then we have the $33 Seasons of Mystery in print. The Seasons of Mystery case book in printed in PDF format. Oh, so this is the, wait, what? This is, what is this, what is Seasons of Mystery? What? All right, let's, if only there was an area where, you had all of your pledges listed over here. That I don't know why I'm scrolling back up typically. So, okay. What am I buying here? I gotta figure it out. Vasen, Season of the Mystery. What is Seasons of Mystery? Is this one of the things? This one of the two? No, because this is Vasen. That's Vasen. Oh, Seasons of Mystery is, what is this? What is this? This is both the Vasens? No, this is the Mythic Britain Ireland. Vaesen RPG, Mythic Britain and Ireland. So what is the Seasons of Mystery? I don't know. 61 people did, and they took it. Like, this is, like, I don't even know what that is. Mythic Britain and Ireland in print. These are the hardcover books, in printed and in PDF format. This is one of the 2 books, so 550. The double feature, I imagine this one's going to be the most popular, 3,461. Yeah, no brainer there. And then hopefully there's a pledge level where I can get the original Vaesen, the starter bundle. Yes, and so I always predict that this one's going to be the most popular. However, I don't think that's going to be the case on this one. Because I don't think they did a great job selling this to new people at all. From the video, to the stretch goal section, to the pledge levels, or lack thereof. So I don't think that enough people got down here. 835. Still a good chunk, but I think that number could be substantially higher if more information about how cool this was conveyed in that video instead of just artwork, text, moving pictures. And then if the pledge level was just if this was just more fun to go through, I think is what I'm trying to get there. So we have the Kraken bundle, a mega bundle of Vasen goodness. Wait, is this everything? This is, oh, so this is, there's 694. Yeah. Look at there. This is everybody getting everything. And once again, I think that number could be higher as well. Because, I don't know, I just didn't think like, yes, if you're in the know, I think you're super excited about this. But if you're not in the know, which there's a lot of tabletop role-playing game content that comes out. So there's a lot of people not in the know. Like, not everybody's on Twitter, like, retweeting stuff. Like, that's, so, I don't know. I just don't think it's a fun ride for new people. Especially if they happen to skip that text about, like, you actually describing what's all the cool stuff in the game. FAQ, no questions. All right, good. No one has any questions. The Boggart will haunt you. This Kickstarter campaign continues to steam ahead. So we got 8 comments, 10 comments, 13 comments, 17 comments, 8 comments, 10 comments on 6,187 backers. That means these are not good updates. They are not getting people engaged. Yes, you're getting hearts. People are looking at these, but you're not providing content that is aimed at getting them to interact, which is what you want to do. Now, granted, you're still 4th on the popularity chart right now in games. But you want to know how bad things are on games right now? Typically, games just dominates everything. And I noticed this last night. The most popular stuff on Kickstarter right now is not games. It is a microwave cover, a comic book, a tarot deck, a eye ruler, and we have 2 board games. And then this is more down at the 9. You know, it's just interesting seeing how slow the month of December is compared to other months. So the Boggart will haunt you. This digital stretch will be available. Let's check out the comments. Lovely illustration, by the way. Nice. Who will write the scenario? Grammy? Really hoping the solo rule stretch goal falls because that's going to be a major bonus. Yeah, that's a big one. Waves Wand, ridiculous. Don't be Boggart the Boggart. So you didn't ask a question. You're just kind of saying stuff. Yep, just info dumping. Keep updating those stretch goals and we will overcome them all. So they have the loyal fan base that they are not interacting with in any way, shape, or form. And I was worried about this when I saw that there was just the one person. There was no collaborators. That tells me that customer service is going to probably not be something we're seeing the greatest. And right now, and what I mean by that is I'm in here, and they're not commenting on anything. Let's check out the comments. Let's make sure at least they're in the comments. Where's the green rectangle? There it is. So they are in here. Looks like maybe they're checking it. Actually, there were 1. They're 1. They got 1. 1? Do I hear 1? Is that no way? There's no way. There's just 1. This is okay. So, but there's so many people. No, this is 4 or 5 days ago. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So let's actually start looking through some of these because I don't see them. Cloth mat stretch goal, that'd be awesome. Being from about the, I'm really interested in the Swedish folklore aspect. If I pledge for the tip jar, does this give me access to the pledge manager? Now I gotta go back to the stretch goal area real quick. Or the shipping area. Because now that I think about it, was my shipping actually answered there? We'll be charging concludes based on the actual cost. This is fair to our backer. So hopefully, I'm assuming this shipping cost is for if you're buying the 2 books. And I think that's what you should mention here, especially since that's the most overwhelmingly popular one. Because right now, I'm left to guess. Is that 1 book? Is that 2 books? You know, that sort of thing. And presumably, it's 12 to 14 USA, but you should put it there. I think you should say this is the cost of shipping 2 books. Also, VAT. Did we talk VAT? I don't think we did talk VAT. Import laws and customs specific coverage didn't mention the VAT at all. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal. That needs to be mentioned. Pretty please, let's not. Further, we're idling away to good fiction that is in the setting. While we wait for the next stretch goal, you're going to cover the... Do not forget today's live stream. So, here's the thing, though. I will say there's not really... What kind of books or PDFs will be available in Swedish and English? Can't find it in the info section. If so, will you, for example, be at both? Hopefully they answer that. Will there be a... And so, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I'm seeing questions, and I'm seeing them not respond to them. Would it be possible to load more archetypes? Hopefully they came in here. Nope, they didn't. They sure didn't. They were like, hey, what's up? What's up? Unai? Superbacker, amazing person, because Superbacker's worth their weight in gold. What's up? You got a question? Get bent. We're not answering it. And people did, but it's like, where are you? And so that's why I always think it's great to have collaborators. And I'm honestly thinking about starting a Fiverr service, which is just, I will be a collaborator on your project, and I will post niceties twice during the day. Tell me your sleeping schedule, and I will make sure that I can get in, something like that. And you know what? I'm going to try that. But final grade on Vaesen RPG, Mythic Britain and Ireland. And once again, this is a grade on the Kickstarter project, not on the game itself, because I think the game itself looks amazing, but the project itself, not so much. Video, not a fan. Wasn't interested or intrigued. It's like, oh, cool, artwork and text. And hey, there's stuff. They stir and wait. And they're not even voiceovers. Sounds like a good plan, Forrest. I'm so scatterbrained, I don't even know what I just said. So, yes, video, not a fan. Shipping area, could be better, but I did like the fact, I love the fact that they converted the currency. So I'll give them a half-point bonus for that, which cancels out the video. Now, stretch goal area, I think, is abysmal, and combined especially with the fact that they have the funded in 6 minutes instead of 20 stretch goals unlocked, and then the stretch goal area itself could just use a graphic designer so much. The collaborator. Oh, thank you. And yeah, I will be sure to let you know if I'm a collaborator on a project. I could even offer that as part of the service. Or, I don't know. Anywho. What am I talking about? So shipping area. Not, okay. Video. Stretch goals. The stretch goals are really bad. No pledge. Like, it didn't have the pledges at all. There's a pledge that I still, quite literally, don't even know what it is. The add-on section was not fun. It's a half point. Like, I think this is like a D. And I think I'm being nice. Because I'm just, like, nothing about this as a new person, aside from your reputation, like, can you do it, is not in question. But I click on that video and I'm not intrigued. And if I happen, I don't know. I had enough for my campaign already with different time zones, but I can imagine it could be useful for some people. Yeah, but they're running just one collaborator. 6,189 backers for one person. That's a lot to respond to. But, final grade, yeah, I'm going to go with a D. Vasen RPG, Mythic Britain and Ireland. I wanted to be whisked away by this project. Anytime I see a tabletop role-playing game just blow up, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see why it blew up. And sometimes it's the video, and sometimes it's the content, sometimes it's the sense of humor. And with this one, it's the reputation, it's the original game, but I just felt like the way that it was presented wasn't that great. Like, the shopping area was non-existent, and it could have been so fun. Especially if that video just kicked me in the pants, and then I go through 20 stretch goals, including one which is like a physical map that's like, oh, that's so cool, and like extra characters and extra subclasses and extra chunks to this game, and I'm like, yes, I can't wait to give you my money. And then I get down there and I see, oh, I can get the 2 books, which is what most people are getting, but you know what? I want to get all 3 books. I want to completely, deeply immerse myself into the world, because what was the price point? I don't think it was terrible. I think it was $99. $99 for what is presumably going to be, tens of hundreds of hours of funds. I also think a stretch, if you do have a solo up your sleeve, I think that is one that you want to put sooner rather than later, because that is a banger of a stretch goal. But I don't think that's terribly unreasonable. So $111 for 3 books. And here's the deal. This is where my tabletop role-playing game ignorance is going to shine through. I don't know if that's a good price. I don't know if it's a bad price. But to me, when I look at the number of hours and the number of awards and the number of acclaim, I say whatever, $40 a book. I pay $60 a video game. I pay $60 a board game. I feel like that's reasonable. There's tons of artwork and brain power put into this. So in the end, I feel like the stretch goal area and the pledge area and the video just kind of dampened everything for me. Because if you skip certain parts, like especially, I don't know. But let me know in the comments below, what's your final grade for Vaesen RPG? And as always, if you enjoy this sort of content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Also, I'm doing another one in 30 minutes for a board game. I don't remember what it's called. Great segue, huh?